For 2015, Yamaha is releasing an all-new side-by-side vehicle, the Wolverine R-Spec. This is pretty exciting news for those of us that have been waiting for the Japanese manufacturer to release a sportier side-by-side, and Travis Hollins from Yamaha is going to tell us more about it.
When we developed the Wolverine, we were looking at different markets, different areas of the industry. We kind of broke them into three segments. One is kind of the sport market, really high performance, more like a trophy truck. Then the utility segment, kind of multi-purpose, like your pickup truck, something you can use every day. And then the third category is a recreational category, and that's where the Wolverine fits into. It really addresses the need for somebody that is trying to get through aggressive terrain, wants to do some trail riding, but wants to do it very comfortably, and wants to have a lot of confidence in what they're doing when they're out there.
While the Wolverine shares styling cues with the Viking, keep in mind that this is not a Viking and is directed at an entirely different market.
The recreational segment is more about just enjoying nature, being out in the trails, going through aggressive terrain, having a good time, whether that's hunting with it or just trail riding or just exploring. It's really just something that you do for fun. And that's what's so great about the Wolverine and what was so much fun to develop it. And addressing some areas that we felt no other model in the market addressed, such as comfort and just overall confidence when you're riding out there.
Okay, so it's not a Viking, but it does look a lot like a Viking. So what sets it apart?
What separates the Wolverine from the Viking? It's really everything. The chassis is totally different, the suspension's totally different, the engine character is actually different. We really focused on making it the best off-road, best trail riding, most comfortable machine that you could buy, specific for what we did. Whereas the Viking, that was all about getting the job done. We have big cargo beds and lots of occupant capacity, and just really making sure that we addressed both needs. So totally, completely different machines, and I think if you drive them both, you'd really understand.
And possibly the most important question that we had, and you probably will also, is what sets the Wolverine apart from the rest of the competition in the industry?
The Wolverine really was a fun project for us because we really went out, drove every model that was out there from all the competitors. We talked to all the customers, that we could, and we really identified some key areas that we felt that they really wanted, that was very important to the customers. And we felt like no other machine in the market met those needs. So for us, that's a great thing because that allows us the opportunity to develop a new product that really can address the true needs of the customers, something that they're really looking for. The first thing right off the bat was just comfort. We wanted this to be the most comfortable machine on the trail. Didn't matter if you were driving more aggressively, sportier, spirited riding, or if you just wanted to cruise and go slow, not only the driver, but also the passenger. The other element to the Wolverine that really sets us apart is our OnCommand system, which is how what we call our four-wheel drive. By having a physical knob that you can select and a gear-on-gear engagement of the four-wheel drive system, you can actually fully lock down the drive system. So what that does for us is when you're, say, going down that hill with the all-wheel engine braking, those tires are now physically locked together with the engine. So all four tires now are providing traction and control as you're descending down a hill. Some of the other models out there, they only have engine braking or hold back on the rear tires. So you can imagine if you're in a very slippery situation, you can kind of start getting the back end sliding around and you lose that overall confidence. So by locking down the four-wheel drive system and having complete control over it, you know exactly how the machine's going to react. You know exactly what's going to happen when you give it brakes or you give it throttle, and that just instills confidence in you. The other element is just the off-road terrain ability of the machine, the 26-inch bighorn tires, the ground clearance, the full-length underbody skid plates. Those are welded on steel skid plates. So when you're crawling over a rock or a log, you can slide over those obstacles now and you can actually continue on the trail. Some of the other models out there, competitive models, they don't have that. So you have gaps or big holes underneath the machine that a rock can get hung up on or a tree stump can get hung up on. So design elements in place really gives you a lot more confidence when you're out on the trail. And so, that's what we're really going after. We want you to be as comfortable as possible, and you want to have the most confidence that you can possibly have when you're out on the trail.
After speaking with Travis in depth about the Wolverine, it's easy to see where it's going to fit in the industry, why it's different, and how it's going to be a great success. With new lifeblood flowing through Yamaha's side-by-side veins, we are excited to see what's in store for the future.
Like the video you just saw? Do you want to see more? Click the subscribe link and add the Dirt Trax channel, and you're going to see a whole lot more great content.